Rare sighting of Miriam James in winged eyeliner.
Bitch, where?
It's there, but it's a kutti wing, very small. Hi guys and welcome back to my channel. So in today's video, I'm wearing this MAC Powder Matte lipstick in the shade Burning Love. This is the shade. I don't know why it looks red on my lips, but it's a purpley shade called Burning Love. The only thing burning in my life right now is calories. So in today's video, I'm going to talk to you about breast health. And I think it's very important. It's an important topic and we should talk about it. And today I'm going to share everything I know, all the knowledge that I have about it. And let's take care of ourselves. Okay, so if I'm looking down, it's because I have notes here and I don't want to miss anything. So the first thing that I would say is to know your anatomy, which means know your body. I know a lot of us, especially I think it's like the Indian girls mostly, we are very, very shy to stand in front of the mirror naked and look at our own body. I know I was as a teenager. Of course, as an adult, it has changed. But as a teenager, you are just shy. I don't know. It's just this thing in your head. We don't like to look at our bodies. But it's very important to know what is normal so that when something abnormal happens, you are aware of it. For that, it is important for you to stand in front of a mirror without your clothes. Don't be uncomfortable. Don't feel shy. It's your own body. You have to be used to it. You have to know how it looks so that if something is not feeling right or if something is not fine, you know you are aware of it. Because sometimes when something is not normal, you constantly in your head keep thinking, saying, was it there? Like, I'm not sure. Like, maybe it was already there. It wasn't there. So know your body really well, and especially your breasts. It's very important for you to look at them and know how they are. You know, it's very normal for one side to be big, one side to be small, one side to be a little higher than the other one. But for that, for you to know that, you should always have clear knowledge of how your body looks, what is normal. So don't be shy. Look at yourself in the mirror. You know, maybe when you're taking a shower, spend 5 minutes, look at yourself front, back, everywhere, so that you know what normal is. You should be comfortable with your own body for you to prevent anything bad from happening. So the first thing to know is know what is normal, have that knowledge, and know your body better than anyone else. Before I forget my nail polish, I keep forgetting. This is what I applied. I applied this New Gel Non-UV Gel Hyper Gloss Gel Lacquer. It is like a clear one, 01. I first applied this before applying any nail polish. It prevents your nails from getting those stains or turning yellow. And the other one is New Gel Non-UV Gel Chrome Gel Lacquer. Oh, it doesn't have a number. Oh, it's here. C08 Electric Blue. This is what I've been wearing on my fingers. I've been getting a lot of questions and I forgot. So this is what I'm wearing. The second thing, and this is something that I've never been ashamed of, is asking your doctor. No matter how small you think your question is, how silly you think it is, or if even, see, first of all, there are no stupid questions. But if you think, if you know your mind is telling you that this question is stupid, just know that nothing is stupid, and it's your doctor's responsibility. It is their duty to to answer all your questions, no matter how small or big it is, or no matter how frequently you ask the same thing. Ask your doctor. Do not be ashamed. I know a lot of people who will go to the doctor and not tell them anything because they come out and they're like, oh no, because I thought it must be a stupid question. I'll just Google it and all of that. Googling, first of all, is the worst thing you can do to yourself, especially if you're going through any kind of symptom. The first thing my doctor asked me to stop doing was to Google my symptoms or any health related questions. Do not Google. What your doctor can answer is never going to be there on Google. So no matter what it is, even if you feel like the slightest change in your body, whatever it is, if something is bothering you, if something is there on your mind, ask your doctor. Don't feel shy. Don't think that you might be troubling them or you are ashamed of doing it. Do not feel like that at all. Ask your doctor, no matter how small the question is, no matter how many times you're going to ask them. Like, my doctor gets weird pictures from me. Like, I send her weird pictures of my breasts sometimes. If I'm having like a scar or I'm having some kind of bruise, I'm not ashamed of it. And I always send her pictures. I always ask her questions. It is very, very important to get yourself educated on topics related to your body, so that it really comes handy. It really helps you. And instead of googling something and then getting results that you don't want to get and then stressing over it, the best thing to do is ask your doctor. Questions are never a problem. Question them as much as you want, and it is their duty to respond to you, to make you understand, and to clarify all your doubts. So the second thing is to ask your doctor whatever questions it is. Don't be shy at all. Now, the third thing is massaging your breasts. Now, when I say massaging your breast, what I mean is feeling your breasts. Whether it's your breasts, you call it boobs, whatever. Feel them, massage them, press them, so that you will be aware, when you're having like a lump or some kind of abnormal thing happening to your breasts, you will know, because you already know what normal is. So when something happens, you will be aware of it. Because so many times, when you're doing something and you feel something, you're like, oh, it must be there, maybe it was already there. So it is very important to massage yourself, check yourself, touch your breasts and find out if get a knowledge of what your breasts normally feel like, so that when something happens, your brain immediately signals you. Like, for example, few months back, when I say few months, I mean about like 5-6 months back, I know that one of the biggest symptoms of endometriosis is soreness. Like, my breast can hurt a lot during periods, or even on normal days it can hurt a lot. But there was this one time when it was just my left breast, and it was very, very painful. I had this constant pain at this one particular spot, and that was irritating me a lot. So I immediately went to my doctor, got it checked, and she checked everything and she said everything was fine, and it was all normal. But the reason I was able to do that instantly, I was able to be that aware, is because I am well aware of my breasts. I know what is going on in my body, and I'm able to track that quickly. What happens sometimes as women is we get so busy with other things and all of that you don't even realize something is not normal on your breast. And while I'm saying that, remember, not every lump on your breast is cancerous. I've had fibroids in my breast long back, and even though my doctor was like, it's fine, it's not a big deal, I still took second opinion. I still went to multiple doctors to make sure it was not cancerous and it was fine, because it's very important. You can never be too careful with your health. So take these steps, know your breasts, massage them, touch your breasts. And if any guys watching this and you leave a creepy comment in the comment box, I'm just going to go off on you. Like, don't even try us this time. Like, I'm not going to be nice, so don't leave creepy comments. But yeah, check yourself, and so that you know what is normal. By the end of the day, you should know your body better than anyone else. No doctor also will be able to tell what is happening in your body better than you yourself. The fourth thing is going for checkups. Now, when I say checkups, don't just limit it to when you are feeling something wrong. Like, if you've gone for a fever, or if you've gone for something, something not related to your breast as well, it will take you hardly 5 minutes to just ask your doctor, can you just examine me and check if everything is fine. It is really good to do that, because remember, prevention is anytime better than cure, or detecting whatever it is at the early stage is much better than detecting it when you cannot do anything about it. So if you go for a fever or anything, maybe you've taken a friend to the doctor, just ask your doctor if they would check you, and every doctor will do it. There's no doctor that's going to be like, oh no, I can't do it. So just casually ask them to examine your breasts, and it just takes 5 minutes, and it can save you a lot of trouble in the future. So it just takes 5 minutes for them to check. Of course, at the end of this video, I will show you how you can examine yourself as well, because my doctor had clearly taught me this, way back when I was like, in my early 20s, to examine myself. And I always do it because whenever I go through a lot of pain or a lot of soreness because of endo, I always stand and check myself, because you can never be too sure of something. And also remember that, getting soreness during periods is fine, but it shouldn't be too much. Your breast should not hurt too much during periods. That is not normal. So even if you are, someone who gets these pains during periods, like your breast is sore, but if it is more than usual, please go get it checked, and let your doctor examine you, so that if there is some problem, you will be aware of it. And so make sure to get these kind of checkups. It'll just take 5 minutes, and it's not a big issue at all to just go and tell your doctor to examine yourself. And don't feel shy. I've had multiple male doctors check my breasts, but that is their job. You don't have to feel shy or embarrassed about it. It is their job, and it is good for your health as well. So don't feel embarrassed. Even if it's a male doctor or a female doctor, whoever it is, just get it checked. It'll hardly take 5 minutes, and it can save a lot of trouble in the future. Now, the next one is something that I have struggled with, is when you are going to sleep, try to wear no bra, or if you are very heavy chested like me, then wear a loose bra. What happens is, when during the day, especially when you are a little heavy on your breasts, for women like us, I think it's very important to wear something tight and supportive. And during the day, it is fine, when you're working, you don't want them to feel heavy and all of that. But at night, make sure that you sleep without a bra. Now, I know sometimes it's very difficult when you are in an Indian household, because you sleep, sometimes when the house is not that big and you don't have your own room, you're sleeping with someone. That's why always buy bras like this. Like, I always keep bras like this handy, which is just cloth. It has no wires and no padding, nothing. It gives you that support, but also lets your breast breathe, lets the blood flow happen without keeping everything tight and constricting everything. So make sure to have at least 1 or 2 like this, so that you can just change it at night and wear them, so that I'm not very comfortable to sleep without a bra at night. I don't know, it's just something that has been a thing for me since my teenage years. I cannot sleep without a bra, and that's why I make sure to wear something loose like this at night, so that even if I am getting support, it's not too tight, and it's not making me it's letting my breast just be free for some time. Now, I know I have also read a lot that wearing black bra during your summers is not good, because it absorbs a lot of heat and it's not good for your breast. But there's no scientific or medical research to back that up. A lot of articles or a lot of research that I've done say it is a myth, that it's not going to cause any kind of cancer, breast cancer and all of that. But if you still feel if it's there in your mind that wearing a black bra during summer days is a problem, just avoid it, because your mind, it's always mind over everything else. So if that is there in your mind, just don't wear it. Otherwise, from what I have read and researched and all of that, it's not a problem. There's no scientific, medical research done that that causes cancer. But if you are not comfortable, then don't wear it, and make sure to wear something loose or no bra at all at night. Another last point would be to all the boyfriends and husbands out there. Sometimes what happens, women kind of are too busy doing other things, and they forget to take care of themselves. So if you're a boyfriend, if you're a husband, your woman's breasts as well, and let's not be ashamed of it. That's how it is. But if you ever think that there's something wrong with your woman's breasts, if something does not feel right, tell her. Because sometimes we just are so busy doing other things, we tend to ignore these things, or it never even crosses the female's mind that to think that, oh, there must be something wrong. But as a husband or as a boyfriend, you know her breasts, and if you think that there's something wrong, something abnormal, something's not right, make sure to tell her. Even better, take her for a checkup. You can maybe prevent something bad happening to your woman. So if what's happening? It's a bird. Is it in pain? It's fine. So if you are a guy watching this, and you think there's something not right with your woman's breasts, please tell her. Please notify her. She needs to know that. Take her for a checkup. Maybe you can prevent something from happening. So yeah, as a husband, as a boyfriend, I think it's your duty. This much you can do. Let her know that there's something wrong. And sometimes even when you tell women that something's wrong, sometimes we just like to put it in the back of the head because there's so many other things on our mind and we want to take care of everything else. But if that's the case, then take her for a checkup. Let her get examined, and who knows, you might be the reason to save her life. Okay, so let's do the self-examination. I'm just going to change my top so that it is going to be easier for you girls to see what I'm doing. And if it's a guy, then please don't be creepy. Like, the last thing I want is someone to like leave a creepy comment. I'm doing this for my girls, and yeah, you can watch other videos to help you out. So I'm wearing a tight top so that it's seen clearly what I'm doing. Now there are two main ways to like check your breasts. I'm going to show you both. So the first way that, and this was how my doctor had asked me to check myself, is whichever side you are going to examine, you take that side, place your hand right on your hips and squeeze your hips here a little tight. The minute you squeeze it here, you can see that the muscles around your breasts here kind of tighten. It kind of contracts so that it's more easier for you to check. So what you are going to do is you are going to keep your hand here, you are going to squeeze on your hip, and you are going to go on circular motions. Now usually you're going to do this while you are not wearing anything, no bra, nothing, no clothes at all. You're going to do this in front of the mirror. So you're just going to keep your hand, squeeze, and the minute you squeeze, you're going to go on circular motions to check if you can find any kind of lump or any kind of abnormal thing that you think that wasn't there before. So you're going to check everywhere. You can go a little close to your underarms as well here, and you're just going to use this motion to check if everything is fine. Okay, and this will give you an idea if there is any kind of lump or any kind of abnormal thing happening in your breast. Now another way people like to do is keep their hands up. Again, whichever side you are going to do, you are going to use that hand, and you are going to keep your hand up. You can do this also, and you can check yourself like this. Okay, this is one thing I think you should make it. Is it weird? Do you guys want my face? Okay, I'm here. So this is one thing that you should be doing whenever you take a shower. Like, it hardly takes about 5 minutes, and it's really good for you to do this kind of examination and check yourself like this. So make sure to do it like when maybe inside the bathroom also. If you have a mirror, you can do it, or you can stand in front of a mirror, remove your clothes and do this. Now there are other things also that you should be aware of. If there's some kind of swelling on your breasts, some kind of discoloration, if your nipples are inverted and all of that. But that's the thing, it always comes down to knowing what is normal. So when you know your breast, when you know what is normal, when even if there's the slightest change, you can tell. Like few weeks back, I had these yellow spots just on my left breast, and though I was 100% sure it was some kind of bruising because of the way I slept, or I keep my homeopathy bottles, I sleep on that and all of that. Though I was kind of sure that it was some kind of bruising, I was not going to take a chance. I immediately sent pictures to my doctor, and then when I went, she checked it and she told me it was bruising. So that's the reason I keep stressing on the point that you should know what your normal breasts look like, so that even if there's the slightest change in them, even if the slightest thing is happening, your brain will tell you that it's not normal and you can take the necessary actions that you have to take. So it always comes down to knowing what normal is and knowing your anatomy. That's it. So I hope this video helped you girls, and I hope that you learned something, and I hope you don't take your health, or you don't take any of these signs very lightly, and take action and do it. And I hope we all stay healthy together, and I will leave no links. What links do I have? The lipstick and the nail polish. If I find them, I'll definitely leave the link in the description box, and I will meet you guys in my next video. Until then, bye.